get progressively worse. So by the end of the story, he has to deal with serious curses.
That's very unfortunate. Alright, that sounds good, actually. Now, is there a website?
So I had a question from my friend Ken, and he posted, where do you see yourself now and where do you see yourself in 10 years? And that's I don't know if it's a difficult question. I usually answer it a little differently. First of all, where I am now is I feel I'm several years late in learning how to approach the business and promotional end of things. And for a long time, my attitude was, well, I'll do this stuff, and then I'll just get a publisher, or I'll work on this book, and then, you get your name out there, right? But what really happens in the current landscape is you have to put in the time to be on social media and to self-promote, which I've said before doesn't come naturally to me, but at a certain point you just have to look at yourself as a business, and all businesses have to promote what they do just to let people know. So I've been fortunate enough to work on a couple well-known titles, G.I. Joe, Transformers. My first professional thing was, one of the first IDW was the first thing. It was Doctor Who. So I've had consistent work since really since 2012, and that has helped. But it has made me realize that I have to use the tools that I have available in Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff, my own website, and constantly be trying to share the things that I think people would like and promote the projects that I'm working on. And I'm learning it's just it's a never-ending task. So you have to kind of build in the habits of doing it, but not the habit of wasting time on social media. Like I constantly have to kind of check myself, and I can't afford to just spend the time to play on Facebook and Twitter and just mindlessly do things, right? I have to approach it as outlets for what I do. And I'm on there a little bit for fun, and I still talk to people because as an artist, I am my business, so there's kind of a crossover there. But so right now, I'm still trying to navigate all that, right? And sometimes I go to conventions, and people know my work. They know who I am. I get more commissions, whereas before at a convention, it could be a great convention for everybody, but I wouldn't make money because I was nobody really knew who I was. So now if it's a decent show, I'll do decent. If it's a great show, I'll do great. So, and working on the titles that I work on has helped that a lot. The other thing, or the other side of it, looking forward, I have no idea where I'll be in 10 years, because I don't know what the world's going to look like in 10 years in terms of, 10 years ago, Twitter was only, 10, 11 years old. So 10 years ago, the landscape of promoting things was different than it is now. Printing was different. Distribution was different. The way that people put up webcomics was different. And so in 10 years, who knows? I think I'm more worried about, or not really worried, but I'm more concerned with trajectory than necessarily goal. I want to I want to finish up William the Last. I've got a couple other projects I want to start and finish. So hopefully in 10 years I'll have that build up a bigger body of work is kind of just what I'm trying to do in the next decade. But I'm more focused on, one, getting better at my craft, and two, being wise enough to keep my eyes open to what's going on, where people are getting their information and people are interacting with the things that they, like books and comics and all this stuff, and having enough insight to know how to use that stuff. So just keeping up and more being a little smarter and consistent with the promotion end of things. And I think everything else, if I can do that, then the goals will be, you know, of building up my body of work and all this will have an outlet and things. So that's maybe a vague answer, but hopefully I'll still be working in 10 years and won't be, you know, have the whole freelance thing collapse out from under me, which is for every freelance artist's feels that way, right? You always feel like your next job might be your last. So that's kind of where I'm at. Keep working, try to be smarter about the promotional social media environment that I'm in, and keep up with and learn to be more efficient and effective at it. So hope you've enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you tomorrow.